everybody, it's Heather with Body Overhaul, and I'm going to show you how to do some foam rolling exercises that you really want to do before your workout. So this is really good for loosening up those tissues and working out those knots and adhesions and those sore spots or hot spots that we have in our bodies. So they come in 1 foot or 3 foot. There's varying degrees of firmness. I prefer using black one. Those tend to be more firm. But it's whatever works for you. And just to forewarn you, if you haven't done this before, this can be really, really tender. But the more uncomfortable it is, the more your body needs this. And so what we're going to start off with is some foam rolling for that thoracic spine, which is your mid to upper spine. So you're just going to find that foam roller, lean back on it, roll up to about right in between your shoulder blades, and you're just going to take your hands, fingertips just touching, and then point those elbows up. You're going to keep those hips in contact with the floor, keep those abs tight, and then you're just going to wrap your spine around the foam roller, come back up, and then just push yourself up so the foam roller inches down your back. And then come back up. And you're only going to go to maybe just below the bra line. Girls and boys, if you don't know what that is, it's just maybe a little bit lower than that mid back. And then you're just going to work it back up, doing the same thing. And then once you get back up, you're just going to roll up and down your spine and just massage that spine up. We don't want to go to the small of the back because we don't really need it there. So the next one, you're going to lay on your side, and we're going to get like those lats, a little bit of your triceps, because those tend to get really tight. So you're going to lay on your side, extend the arm up overhead, and then you're just going to kind of push up and down. A lot of these feel awkward, but the more you do it, the better you'll get at them. This can be really tender for a lot of people. But again, the more tender it is, the more you need to do it. If you need more pressure, what you'll do is you'll take that top arm, grab the bottom elbow, and oh, that gets really intense. Whoa, and make sure that you're not too far onto one side. So just roll up and down that way. Again, that one's really awkward, but just do the best you can. You can foam roll your chest with these two. I actually prefer a tennis ball up against the wall, but I'll show you how to do that with the foam roller. You can get your biceps and then just up onto your pecs. And you'd be really surprised at the areas that are really sore in your body. All right, so those are some upper body movements that you can do. Lower body, we're gonna roll those hips or those glutes out. So you're just gonna take a seat. So I'm on my right side, my right hand is coming back behind me, and I'm just leaning over onto that right hip, and I'm just moving up and down just on that big meaty part. All right, and then a little bit more pressure, take that leg out straight. And then you can take your ankle across your knee to get that, it's a deep hip muscle called your piriformis. And just kind of play around with it, like switch your angles and just try to find those hot spots. And if you need to, you can hold a little bit of pressure on it right there. I'm just going to show you one side of everything, but make sure you do both sides. Okay? The next one is your hamstring. And if you have a 3-foot foam roller, you can do both sides at the same time. This one's a little bit hard, but just roll in the back of that leg. If you need more pressure, you can take that other non-working leg on top. And then we can do the calves. You could probably do both sides. Yeah, with this one. I like to do one side just for more pressure. And if you don't have a foam roller, you can even use a tennis ball for most of these. All right. Okay, so now we're going to do the front of the legs, the quads. My mat's shifting. All right. So you're just going to lay face down, and we're going to do those quads. You're just going to go from basically right underneath that hip bone to the top of your kneecap. You don't want to roll over that kneecap. And then you can even get up a little bit higher to just right underneath that hip bone to get those hip flexors. And if you go onto your side a little bit, there's a really small muscle called your TFL. Oh boy, I didn't realize that was so sore. But that's important to get rolled out as well. All right. And then you can actually cross your leg, the non-working leg, over the top of the leg that's getting rolled to add even more pressure if you need it. All right, so I'm going to show you on the other leg how to do that outer quad. It's called your vastus lateralis. That tends to get really tender. So just take this top foot over for some added support, and you're going to just lean forward slightly and just pull yourself up and down. And you'll notice this getting a little bit more tender. And if you feel a real sore spot, just hold some pressure on it. Just short little rolls right over it, and then just continue to roll. And then the last part is going to be your IT band. This is probably the most uncomfortable one for most people. Keep that bottom or that top foot against the floor, and you're just right on your side. Roll from just underneath that hip bone to the top of your kneecap. So if you have any outer knee pain, a lot of times it's associated with your IT band being too tight. And then if you need more pressure, you can just stack those feet. I wouldn't recommend this right off the bat unless you've been doing this for a little while. All right. All right, so that's a foam rolling routine that you can do. Pick your most high priority areas if you don't have time for all of those. You know, just pick like 2 or 3 spots that you do have time for, work on those. Maybe about 20 to 30 seconds per area, and you are good to go. So try these out and hope you like them. Have a good day.